The Nelson Mandela's Children's Fund will today host its Boy Joy Summit in Parktown. The initiative is aimed at mobilizing boys from grades 9 and 10 across the country to be proactive participants in the prevention and address of gender-based violence. Newzroom Afrika's Katleho Sekhotho is in Parktown ahead of the summit. Katleho, very good morning to you. Can you talk us through what's expected to take place at this event?
A very good morning, Mpho. Indeed, we are at the Rodin School for Girls, and what you see behind me is a class of about 26 young boys who've been brought here from communities across the country, so different provinces, and they've been brought here as part of the fund's initiative to, kickstart this. They're hoping to have it as an annual event of discussions with young boys in the address around the issues of gender-based violence. And so, this is the first of its kind that the fund is hosting this event, and it's really about addressing the issue from the young boys' perspective. So I want to bring into the conversation Carmel, a manager from the fund, just to tell us more about this initiative. I mean, Carmel, thank you so much for your time. Just give us a brief overview of why it was important that you host such an event.
Thank you, Katleho. We're very excited to host our first inaugural Boy Joy Summit. We positioned it at a very, very opportune time. We closed our 16 days of activism yesterday, and we wanted to kickstart the next year with conversations with boys around joy. We believe that joy is about well-being, it's about having empathy for others, it's about feeling that you are important to a solution. And that's exactly how we want to position boys and their thoughts. We believe that that is the best antidote, weapon if you like, against violence. And so we are very grateful to the Rodin School for partnering with the Nelson Mandela Children's Fund as we work together to strengthen child safety and protection in the country.
And I mean, part of this initiative is about addressing boys from a young age. I mean, what are your hopes with the outcomes for such an initiative?
Yes, Katleho, we have boys here from the ages of 14 to 17, and the thinking was that we would journey with them for at least 2 years. We have a larger program called the Girl Power Project, and it's Girl Power Against Violence, and it's about enabling girls, empowering girls with the skills and the knowledge and the support to combat violence, but they can't do that on their own. And they're growing up with their peers, and boys have been giving us the message for many years that they feel left out. And these are not just any boys. These are boys from partnering organizations that have already started boy-focused programs. And the boys in this room are the leaders in those programs in the 4 provinces that we work with. And so we are hoping that their messaging, their ideas, their desires are going to inform our programming in our network. We even have an activity where they get to write to the president, and we will ensure that he receives those letters and that it informs his thinking and the thinking of his team around the next plan of action for children.
Carmel, thank you so much for your time. Thank you. You heard it there from Carmel, one of the managers from the fund leading this initiative, outlining there that they've brought young boys from 4 different provinces across the country and hoping that or empowering young boys from a young age will assist in the fight against the scourge of gender-based violence.
Very well, Katleho Sekhotho, giving us that breakdown, of course, as today marks the end of the 16 days of activism against gender-based violence. That initiative, of course, one we will continue to keep track on throughout the course of the day.